I sure wish I knew how to make bows because they are so darn expensive, and I have lots of presents to give for the holidays, and it would be really nice to know how to do them for other occasions too. If you have found yourself or telling yourself that, then this is the video for you. I am going to show you in just a few minutes how easy it is to make your own bows for the holidays. They come out very, very beautiful. Here's one right here that I'm going to show you with this ribbon, and all you need is wired ribbon and also a zip tie. That's it. I've got my ribbon of my choice here, and I'm going to open it up to show you. It's a beautiful burgundy color with gold detail. So what you have to think about with making the bow, or before you start to make it, is how long do you want your tail. So I'm going to have a little longer tail on this one than I did on the bow I showed you in the first part of this video. So I'm just straightening it out, and I'm kind of folding it over to see how big I want my bow loops that are going to actually make the bow part. And once I kind of decide just by looking and judging, because I want to make sure that the sides are going to be equal, I'm going to fold down the ends, and that's going to hold it there. So each loop that I make, I'm going to match it with the crease of the one prior to that. And I have decided I want to have 12 loops on this particular bow that I'm making, and so therefore there will be 6 loops on each side. So as you can see, I'm keeping count to make sure I have the proper number of loops that I want for the bow. And I do this periodically to make sure that I get the 6 loops. And now that I have the proper number of loops, now I'm going to end with my tail on the other side. And I'm going to cut that piece off when I feel it's the proper length. So I'm just going to show you from the side here the different loops that are folded: 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And same thing for the other side of the bow. So now I'm just flattening everything out on the surface area that I'm working. So now I'm going to take and fold the piece in half to make a crease right in the center. So therefore I make sure that my loops will be equal on both sides of the bow. So that is what I'm doing now, making a nice crease. And now I'm just going to kind of gather through the middle, almost like a fan, but you don't really have to do this, but I think it's helpful. Gather it right at that crease there. So once I have it gathered through the center here, I am now going to get my zip tie, and I'm going to loop it right around the middle. And these are so easy to use, as you just wrap it around and then slide the end of the zip tie right through the opening of the zip tie. And then you tighten it up to your desire. I'm going to do it pretty tight, but not super tight, and you'll see why in just a bit. So now is my favorite part, where you get to start opening the loops and kind of fill them out and put them in whatever position you want. I kind of like to just start opening them, and then once I have quite a few open, you can start to kind of play with where you want them. Now what you have to remember is one side of this bow has the part of the bow that should be on the outside, but the other half, because of the way we folded the loop, the detail on the ribbon that we want to be showing on the outside is on the inside. But I will show you how we will flip those in just a bit. So now I'm on the side of the bow where the more detailed side of the bow is facing on the inside of the loop, and I want to flip that. So that is why I did not put the zip tie completely tight, so that I can kind of maneuver the bow a little bit close to the center. So I am doing that to each loop from here on out for the remainder of the loops. So now that I've finished all the loops, I'm just kind of filling them out and kind of putting them somewhat where I want them. And now I'm going to take the zip tie and I'm going to really tighten it up now. And then just cut off the excess. I'm going to leave a little tail on the zip tie, but not very big. So now I'm just going to take one of the pieces of the tail and wrap through or over the middle, over that zip tie, so that you won't be able to see it. And then I'm just gonna bring it over around to the back side, and then I'm going to actually tie a knot with the two tails there to keep it in place. So now I'm just taking a look at the bow, and again just filling out the loops and making it look the way that I want it to look as far as the fullness of the bow and where I want the loops to be placed. So now I'm placing the bow back down on the work area, and I'm going to cut the tails in the little diagonal pattern that we typically see for bows. So I'm doing it on each side here. So look how beautiful this bow turned out. I am very happy with it, and I cannot wait to wrap a present and to put this special bow on that present for that very special person. And you could even put this on yourself, and you could be somebody's Christmas present this year. How about that? But anyway, it's a beautiful size bow. Look gorgeous. So thank you for joining PJ Chic and Unique, and I hope that this really helps you save some money this holiday season. It's a lot of fun and it's rewarding because you did it yourself. So it putting something like that on a gift to someone makes it even more special. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like. Thank you.